How's it going, everyone? I was gonna make a video talking about everything I was really excited for with the Switch 2, but instead I gotta talk about why I'm not getting one. Moving the mic real quick. Noises. Um, so yeah, I was super excited to get the Switch 2, and I was even okay with the 450 price tag. It was a bit more than I wanted, but I understood. With everything new we were getting, I could live with it. And then I watched the direct, and we got Mario Kart World, which looked so good. We finally got something new about Silksong. We got a lot of good shit. The thing I'm most hyped for is the GameCube and Donkey Kong Bonanza. I have been waiting for a new 3D Donkey Kong game. I've been waiting for a new 3D Donkey Kong game. I have 100%ed. Sorry if you can hear the cough drop in my mouth. I've 100%ed Donkey Kong 64. I really like that game, even if it's garbage. And then later on, after I've thoroughly hyped myself up and really talked to myself about, yeah, I'm getting this, they released the price points. Mario Kart World for a physical copy is going to be $90. Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be $80. If you want to get Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, a game that came out 3 years ago, either 2 or 3, I'm drawing a blank, with just a little bit of DLC added, it's $80. What is this? I don't care about inflation. I don't care about the tariffs. This is bullshit. Nintendo is a billion-dollar company. They cannot fuck us like this and simply make the games 60 or 70 bucks. I already hated 70 bucks, but I learned to live with it. This is too much. I can't justify the purchase. I just can't. I'm on my own. I got bills to pay. I gotta buy groceries. I can't justify to be paying this bullshit. There's not a world where when I was a kid, and if I went up to my mom and was like, hey, can we get a video game? And I told her it was $90, there's not a world that she would have bought it for me. Not a single one. So this is horseshit. The fact that so many people are not going to be able to afford this new console. And I keep seeing people saying that Nintendo fanboys are going to make it successful anyway. That they'll buy anything. I don't know how many of you remember, the Wii U was a fucking failure. It was such a failure that the Nintendo CEO had to take a pay cut so they didn't have to fire all their employees. Not all of them, literally, but the Nintendo fanboys can't save you from a shitty business decision. Because the Wii U, I love it. I still have my Wii U. I use it. This was a horrible business decision. The name was confusing, the software was shit, and almost no good games got made on it. It has a small library of good games. That's it. And because of that, we got one of the greatest systems ever in the Switch. I legitimately love the Switch. I've got an array of games next to me. I have the OLED. I spent extra money to upgrade when the OLED came out. And now I'm being told to fuck myself by Nintendo. This is bullshit. I don't care how big of a game Mario Kart World is. I do not care how good you think your games are. $90 is bullshit. And I know someone's going to come at me with, you're going to pay $100 for GTA 6. For one, no. No, I'm not. Two, we don't know if it's $100. Hopefully it's not. But three, even if I was a fan of GTA, which I'm not, I think GTA 5 was one of the most boring games I've ever played. Even if I did like it, $100 for base game, bullshit. And it's the same level of bullshit, in my opinion, is charging $90 for this new Mario Kart. I want to get it. It looks like fun. But this, they need to know that this is fucking stupid. How do you go from being one of the most beloved video game companies? Or yeah, Nintendo had its haters. Nintendo had its people who thought they were bullshitting their fans. To an extent, I got where they were coming from. But they were still giving us amazing games. And I thought, you know what? Maybe they can be a bit stingy at times. And a lot of the time, actually. But it was still a decent company. And I've never been one to be a defend the billionaires kind of person or refuse to call out Nintendo on their bullshit. I was furious when I got Pokemon Scarlet and it was barely functioning. I've always been kind of on their ass while also being a really big fan. But how are you gonna do all that? And then make a console that most of your fan base cannot justify spending money on. Maybe I'll be wrong. There's a good, I'm not the greatest at predicting this kind of stuff, but my current prediction is one of two things is going to happen. Nintendo's going to see the backlash and lower the prices. They're going to back off, maybe issue an official apology and say, sorry, my bad. Or they're going to never address it. They're going to keep going with it. The Switch 2 is going to come out to maybe not Wii U levels of bad sales, but nowhere near the numbers they're probably expecting. It's going to do very poorly. And by proxy, the games are going to do even worse. And after that, they might lower the price. Or they'll try and save face by just trying to make games that look too good to not get a Switch 2. And that's not going to work. Because as much as I would love to play games like the Donkey Kong Bonanza is exactly what I want right now. I want that game so bad. I'm not buying the Switch 2 for it. Not at these prices. I got my Nintendo Switch right here. I'm gonna keep replaying Pokemon games. Maybe run through Mario Odyssey again. We'll see. Anything to not give in to that bullshit. I'm really hoping that things get better, because this is too much. This is way too much.